Awesome. And without further ado, let's take it over to Cubsrule21 with Ocarina of Time Crowd Control Randomizer. Take it away.
I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Joel, I know you're not going to help me, but please. Oh, I'm not even going to bother. How's everybody doing? Welcome to Ocarina of Time Randomizer Crowd Control. If you have not seen a crowd control run before, that link pinned in chat, you can go there, you can claim some free coins just for being here, but buy coins, cause effects in the game, make things absolute hell for the next 3 hours, please. By all means, let's. I just want to see complete chaos. Joining me on comms, would you two like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello, I'm Sea Falcon.
And I'm Yoshi-chan.
Both of you have done great things in the community. I'm very happy to have you all here. So, before we get started, let me ask two of you, what is your favorite crowd control effect?
Oh. Ice physics in the Shadow Temple?
Oh my gosh, I couldn't even decide. There's so many funny ones.
Alright, I'm gonna throw this one out there, chat. At some point in the next 3 hours, please, while I'm climbing vines, please hit me with a small link. I'm not gonna go further, just please hit me with small link while I'm climbing vines. With that, we are ready to go. Quack, if you would do me the honor of a countdown.
Oh, absolutely. Let us start the madness in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Alright. So we're at least starting not too bad, Temple Time, starting adult. Might as well get, not like we're gonna do a bunch of dungeons, but it's good to know. We are doing a Triforce hunt. There are 20 Triforce pieces. We need 20 Triforce pieces. Look, we'll just see how far we get. I'm counting on you, all of you, to make sure that this run does not finish. This is a race between me and the crowd, so we'll see what happens. We do have some shenanigans going on. But first, we want to head on out. We have some free stuff we want to go do. Kind of a rough start here as adult. We don't have a ton of things we can do, but if you haven't seen the randomizer in a while, yeah, pots are now shuffled into can be shuffled into the mess. So every pot in the game, well, almost every, because there's some shared flags going on here, can possibly have an item here for us to grab. Oh, great. Hi, how's everybody going? We're just a moving pot. That's all that's going on. It's funny to see Small Link actually carrying things. I don't even know if I can destroy that as child. So we're just kind of, we got a few free things we're gonna do here as adult. Commentators, anything you'd like to chime in with at the moment?
There are ways people can help. And, like, it might not be a bad idea to provide help early so that we can get to the more interesting parts of the seed and then throw all of the terrible ideas out.
Help. I don't know the meaning of that word in this.
I'm sorry, I was too amused by the
Yeah.
link. Like, adult, how do you open that door? How do you do anything in that room? It's great.
Look, I don't ask questions. Things just happen. So, not a whole lot here to do in Lon Lon as an adult, but we do have some pots hiding up here, so I'm gonna grab this. Quack, if you got anything you'd like to hop in with, now's a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. I was wondering if you could give a little bit of further explanation about your initial starting condition here, because I know I was looking through some of the rando settings, and you're talking about start adult versus start child, and sort of for the neophytes to Ocarina of Time, your hosts included. What sort of things are you looking for at the initial condition?
That's annoying. Ingo's not supposed to be here. Well, like I said, we're doing a Triforce hunt, so dungeons aren't really required, or at least defeating bosses aren't really required, so we're just kind of running to wherever we have open at the moment. it's 20 and 20 Triforce pieces, we win the game. Pots are on, shop shuffle is on, so all the shops in the game will have items mixed in there. We do have scrubs are on as well, so any any Deku scrub out there will sell us an item. But to be honest, there's not a whole lot here to do right at the start as adult, so I think we'll go ahead and just head back child. We'll pick up a free song here. We start with the Forest Medallion, so we get the Prelude of Light check here. So, I mean, if you've played Ocarina of Time, you know songs are strong. Bolero is nice, because that's going to chain us into another song, so we'll just go ahead and find that out right now. Alright. So, we're just going to go check, Okay, you're not working. That's great. Alright, well... You get the rare, hey, we're going to equip the Ocarina. That doesn't happen very often. Something's not quite working right, but we're fine. So... Just one moment, please. Alright. So we're just gonna head through here. Song of Time is good. There's gonna be a lot of things blocked by Song of Time, so we're not too upset at having that. Lonk just likes to do things. I'm just here for the ride. I don't know why Lonk does the things he does. Not seeing a whole lot here at the beginning, so just gonna go ahead and go back child right now.
I guess just to give like an idea on some of the crowd control stuff for people who haven't seen them as well, like you say, there are ways that people can help or hinder this, and a lot of them seem like they're just one or the other. You know, if you take away arrows in an area where arrows are needed, that's just bad. But some of them, people get creative with this kind of stuff. If you fill up bottles with big Poes, they have to be emptied in the guardhouse in the market. So it sounds like, oh, you gave out a big Poe, like that's an extra check. But it's a very slow one that stops you using all of your bottles for however long.
Yeah, bottles just don't exist. Hey, there, you're working now. So, as child, there's a lot more things we could do just right off the bat. What we call Sphere 0 in terms of logic. So, we mentioned pots. Something's about to happen. Y'all, if you've ever played Ocarina of Time, you may know of the what we call the guard shack here at the beginning of the game. We're gonna head over there in a minute, and there's gonna be a lot going on in that. But first, we're gonna stop over, check out some of these shops. There's a hook shot available there that I can't buy because, of course, not. We need another wallet to get that hook shot at 130 rupees. Coming through. Alright, well, I guess we'll take a Kokiri sword. I guess we won't take a Kokiri sword. Alright.
Game just dangling it all in front of you.
Look, this randomizer is nothing if not sentient. It just messes with all of us. So, Guard Shack. Welcome to the mother lode of Pot Shuffle. Every single thing in here is gonna have a check, so we're gonna be here for a while. It's kind of more fun when I have bombs that you could just see everything blow up all at once, but we're gonna see what we have. We're looking for some key rings. All the small keys for each dungeon are on a key ring. Hey, we have an item that we can't use.
Oh.
Yeah, that's... You know what? There's no way this works, right? There's no way this works,
for sure.
right? I mean, that's half of the fun with this, just seeing if things work. No, it doesn't. Alright, well, I had to try.
Do you stick jump slash it?
Yeah, but I don't want to use my sticks.
Ew.
Oh, from up there? No, actually, we can just do this. We can actually just jump straight up for this one. And just grab onto there and get that, Blanca, you're not cooperating with me here. We can just jump straight up here and grab this pot. For some reason, we can't actually jump off this ledge. So you just roll off, so we can't get to the other one. But there is some shared flag shenanigans going on in this room that eventually you'll hit a particular item, and all of a sudden things will Hi, bombs.
You were saying you wanted bombs for the room. Game
Yes.
obliged.
Yes. Go boom. Everything go boom.
I saw at least one Triforce piece.
Yep.
So
There's some
it
hover
begins.
boots, some more bombs. Yeah, this room is just kind of ridiculous in how much everything is here. Oh, hey, light arrows. Those are completely useless in this seed. Hooray! Because we we don't beat Ganon in a Triforce hunt. Though, I guess we can use it to farm money, because, of course, everything needs to have... Anything that gets killed with it... Game. Game. Game Y. Alright. I guess we're coming back for that later. Unless... Well, let's see if the game decides to be nice here. Maybe we can get this to fall off in a different direction. Because... Hey, there we go. Ice arrows. So yeah, all the pots you see, once we grab the item, they go back to their normal color. That way you just know that's been grabbed. You don't have to worry about that anymore. So, we desperately want another, wallet to get some of those items in the shop. Yeah, there's all this... There's just not a whole lot for us to do here at the beginning, so we're just kind of going through. I do see some coin redemptions are popping out, so we'll see some of those effects here soon. I'm sure. Lonk. Please go in the hole. It's an early N64 game. Movement is a thing. Market is on the way of the hero. You don't say.
That hint's probably good. That hint's like so useless in Pot Shuffle.
Yeah.
Well, also with a hook shot in the shop, and it's like,
Yeah.
the hook shot is like 90% of the game. Cool. Bomb bag as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you're just seeing everything that was there. It's like, oh, hey, I guess we can go beat half the game now at this point. And, yeah, potentially, there are ways. Oh. I had bombs, somebody tried to take some, but we at least still have a few. I'm sure those won't last long. So, plenty more to do in Lon Lon as Child. We've got a song to get, Okay, I had to open my big mouth, didn't I?
It's just tempting fate.
To be fair, I invited that one, I suppose. But we've got a song, we've got a few pots, there are some scrubs back here that are child only, so... Hi. Welcome to the fastest form movement in the game, hopping around with iron boots. Why? Because this game, things happen with this game. We don't really know why, let's be honest. But yeah, that's easily the fastest form movement in the game. It's kind of bonkers. And now we have to try and do this, find chickens with iron boots.
I've never considered the implications of trying to collect chickens with iron boots. This might actually be difficult.
So this is how ATZ felt in that race. I see. There was a long time ago in the community, we had a race where one of the top racers in the community was facing off... Oh, hi, now I'm invisible. Against a new person, and the restriction was that they could only move with iron boots the entire seat. So, that's how this works. Oh, hi. So, hi, how's everybody doing? I'm clearly here. Are you here? Hi, floating chicken. For reasons.
This is it. Custom cuckoo sprite.
Yeah. Just, sure. Oh. Oh, okay, it's like we're stealing my Z button already. Great. That's been a favorite in previous marathons. I can't. Fine. We'll do it the hard way.
No, No sticks, no bombs, nothing.
I can't bonk the tree. I'm slowed down, I can't bonk the tree. That's... Okay, thank you. We actually can't bonk that tree because Link is moving too slow. That's a new one. I guess that skull gets to live today. So, Malin here. Nice little vanilla Epona song. So, once we go back adult, we can actually call Epona. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that was an interaction, but apparently it is. So, one thing with this game, there's a whole lot of DLC sections you find out when you turn pots on. They're just all over the game, and you have no reason to ever go there. I think my favorite is the one room in Jabu by Princess Ruto that everyone pretends doesn't exist. And there's like 8 pots in there. So we actually have to go into some of those rooms.
There's also a lot of, like, age-specific ones. So you'd think, like, Kakariko, you can go there as child and adult, it's fine. But for some reason, there's, like, a set of pots up near Impa's house that are child-only.
Yeah. Scene flags are weird in this game. That's just putting it mildly. There was black magic and chewing gum applied to this in 1998 to make it work. There's only like 2 or 3 skulls in the entire game that are on maps as both ages. It's really weird. So, we do have some scrubs on, so we got a few items here to get. Hopefully we come up with something. Okay, that's not quite what I was looking for, but I won't say no. We'll get to do a little bit of a fashion check when we go back adult. Hey! Another Triforce piece. And... scammed! More money. Great. That's exactly what I didn't want. So we're gonna head back over to Kokiri Forest at this point. Actually, no. We're gonna find out where the child spawn is, come to think of it. Okay. Which fairy fountain? This is important.
Perfect.
You know, that's actually useful for later. Okay, today I learned these pots aren't shuffled as child. Who knew?
That kind of makes sense, I guess.
You know, it looked like they actually don't have any drops, so that does make sense. But we do have access into Darunia without Zelda's Lullaby, so...
I think now is a really good... Oh, that's a big deal. I think now is a really good time to mention, now that you've left the fairy family, by the way. I'm pretty sure it was Zelda's Lullaby you got from Lon Lon and not Epona's.
You know, I know how to read.
I was pretty sure too, but I was gonna wait till you tried to go get the horse and play it, and then point it out. So.
But this was too good an opportunity.
Yeah. Look, reading is hard. We don't play video games to read. Come on. So yeah, we have a wall. We can go do things. We can finally go buy some of that stuff. Can I give it back? I don't want it.
It is worth noting, like, for people who've watched a lot of Randomizer stuff before and everything, there's, like, a lot of people who make, like, jokes and stuff and memes about the green rupee and everything. In these settings, because there are a lot of green rupees and a lot of pots, there isn't just the one anymore. There are a lot of these things. We're gonna find so many of them.
Yeah. One thing to note: once the pots with the once the shuffled item in the pot has been grabbed, they just revert back to their normal item. So you can grab that Deku stick right there. Go ahead and get this pot spinning. We don't have bombs at the moment. Maybe we'll find bombs eventually. But can also...
Maybe someone would be nice and give bombs.
You're funny. You know that, right? Oh, hey. Hi. Okay, hello, reverse controls.
I take it back. Reverse controls in Shadow Temple is my favorite.
Oh god, the shop is reversed. Oh god. Okay. I can move. Slowly. Wait, which way am I going? Nuts. There we go. Okay, that is going to get me killed at some point. I'll almost guarantee that. So I know that everyone's out for that first kill. That might be one of those. That might be something to look at. So there are some more pots up here. I'm kind of hoping one of these has some bombs. I don't remember. Hey. All right.
And then you can get them to where you need them to be.
Look, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. Come on. Pot, I need you to move properly. Alright. We successfully got the pot before the bombs went away. I'm happy with that. Oh!
Oh!
Yeah, I'm very
Yeah,
happy
well.
with that.
Nice.
Well, hello, that's a bow. That's one of
Child.
those things we can't use at the moment.
Child Goron City strikes again.
Oh.
Okay, first one down. Alright, somebody keep a counter going how many deaths we have. That's one. Y'all gotta pay for that, though. We're making that expensive. I'm never gonna get to buy anything anymore, am I?
I can't wait for the market bridge rupees where you just... For people who don't know OOT stuff, if you climb up the chains on the bridge near the market, there's 60 rupees that you can get by jumping off of each chain, basically. So I'm very much looking forward to the jump down, collect the first 40, go up the other side to get the other 20, and the 40 are already gone.
Alright, so if you didn't know this, lit Deku sticks actually set off bomb flowers. So that was a race there to get that done before somebody took away the Deku stick. So we at least have our shortcut over to Kokiri Forest open now. Well, if one of these drops bombs, I can still probably make this work. Let's see. Nope, of course not. Why would I get bombs when I need it? So we're just gonna head outside here. We will be going to Kokiri Forest shortly, but there's a few things we can do here outside in, excuse me, outside of Goron City. Okay, look, Tech, that's not fair, and you know it. That's not fair. Hey.
Surely you weren't banking on that for the to stay a secret for the entire 3-hour rando.
Look. Maybe. So we're still just we're at early on. We're just trying to find something to get us going, and maybe something that can't be taken away. That's also the goal. I don't know how well that's gonna work out.
In theory, there's currently a hookshot, a bow, a Kokiri sword, bombs, hover boots, dins. Like, you've got a ton of items. If you ever get the rupees to buy... Oh yeah, this is great.
Somebody knew exactly what I was doing. Somebody knew exactly what I was planning. So yeah, we can jump off that ledge there and grab the item above the Dongo. Except when I'm at a quarter of a heart and anything kills me. So, got away with that, thankfully. Okay, that Tektite that might be the first time that Tektite's ever hit anyone. Ever. I can't kill you, I need you to stop. I need you to go away, I can't kill you. Please.
Yeah. It's worth noting that Tektite's one of, like, a few enemies. There's a lot of enemies in OOT that just don't really do anything. Like, they're set up in a way to look threatening, but they basically never hit you as long as you move away from them. Or move in any reasonable direction. So, if you can set it up for Cubs to get killed by one of those enemies, that's, like, bonus points right there.
Yeah, that's gonna happen a few times here.
Any death to Stell children is...
Oh, God. If I see a Stell child, we have issues. So, the couple times there, the gold Skulltulas can be hit with pots. Why? I mean, sure. They can't be hit with a hammer. Because OOT physics, I guess. Hello, welcome to the skulls. Alright, so 10 skulls is out. We do have 40 and 50 turned off. You can disable just about any check in this game, so we don't want to make it too difficult or too ridiculous to try and get, 50 skulls for a hookshot or anything. So, looks like we don't need skulls today, which is at least somewhat helpful. So we can grab a few things here as child. One of these houses has pots. Is it worth trying to figure that out? No, we can save that for adult. While we're here, we might as well open up the well. Thank you, game. So we can get in the bottom of the well later. There's not a whole lot we can do at the moment, thanks to y'all taking away everything in my bag.
I was gonna say, in theory, bottom of the well would be amazing right now. You have bombs, you have Zelda's Lullaby. It's like, you're meant to have bombs, I see.
Yes. Uh-huh. That's not gonna last very long. Yes, spring training. Spring training, it's a great time of year. Baseball season... Look, baseball season starts next week, okay? That's kind of bonkers when you think about it.
I was going to say, I'm a Liverpool fan, so I was happy with the LFC update earlier. So I'm specifically not watching it because I'm here. So
oh, whoa, okay. So somebody found ice physics. Here, we're just gonna do the moonwalk. It doesn't last very long, but long can just... Okay, if I can figure out how to control... Excuse me. Hi, yes, I would like to go down. Hello? Help, please. Thank you. Okay. I can't move. The game won't let me fall.
Hover boots are very divisive in the community as well, because they allow for some incredible tricks, but also they handle horrifically. They're so bad to move with that, like, if you're using them outside of those very specific tricks, people will get very upset.
Momentum in this game is weird. In general. And then if you're just floating like you're on ice there. Look, I'm not expecting anybody to be nice here, come on. I'm in it for...
Even a bomb!
I'm in it for the chaos just as much as the rest of you. Come on.
Yeah, I will say the admission at the start of the run that, like, it's a race to see if I can finish this seed in 3 hours, that's not like a concession or anything. Cubs told me that, like, a week before the run, that the goal is to stop him from actually finishing the seed. So, do your worst. Do your worst.
I was about to say, I'll be shocked if I finish a dungeon at this point.
I will say, like, there is some level where being nice early is more interesting, because, like, there are some very sweet spots for equipping iron boots, for example. Like, anytime you're meant to have hover boots on, and somebody gives you the iron boots, you fall into the void. A lot of the later dungeons will have some very interesting moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to mention a second ago, seeing where Cubs' like child spawn is remind me of one of the more recent things found that you can do with hover boots. It's really stupid, and I love it. Being able to ground jump on one of the poles on the bridge next to the crater fairy, and then being able to hover into the fountain. Yeah, hover boots can do amazing things.
I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't!
It's open now, though. You've opened it while you had bombs.
Oh god!
So
I can't!
Wait!
Okay, hold on. Oh, game, I have
Yeah.
questions
Oh,
about what just happened. Game!
No.
Okay, we're gonna get, hold on, we're gonna figure this out. Nope, that's,
This is the point where someone does one hit KO, so the bombs kill you instead. A single stick.
good enough. Hooray! Yeah! Oh god. Oh god.
Wait, here?
Hi!
What is this? Look like?
Bye!
Oh my gosh.
Can you even get through here with giant enemies?
Barely it looks like.
Just about.
Yeah. Well,
Looks like the hitbox doesn't scale, fortunately. Oh lord. Run! Run away! I'm not gonna die here, am I? Alright. Hooray! We have a song! Hey, we can get back here. I'll take that, honestly. Sorry, this is good to find here. This is unfortunate. I don't have enough money. Apparently we turned machine gun fire on here. I don't know what's going on. Wait. Can we get friendly fire? Nope, unfortunate. So, we don't have money for the scrubs. So we've got, there's a grotto back there in, Sacred Forest Meadow that has a couple of scrubs behind Song of Storms. So we gotta leave that behind. I don't know if I can make this jump. Okay.
I was about to ask exactly that. Also, nice, yeah.
Yeah.
So the scrubs cost 40 rupees each.
Oh no, 10. I made.
Oh, did you set them to 10?
Yes.
Ah, I assumed
Look.
the 39 rupees was very intentional there. Not giving away the information, I see.
No, nobody here wants to have to spend 97 rupees on every scrub. That's not happening. Because for some reason, oh hey, I scammed the scammer. For some reason, the scrubs in this game all share the same value for what their prices are. Why? I guess coding shortcuts? The fact that they were able to make this work in 1998 is somewhat of a miracle anyways. I see what was going on there. It was just supposed to get me to go over there, and then at the last second, surprise, they don't exist. So we finally made it to Kokiri Forest. We're gonna go ahead and grab everything in Mido's house, all the stuff from the beginning of the game. Oh, well, we've got something here. We've got something, all right.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
That's an item. Of all the items that exist, beans are one of them. So that actually gives us all 10 beans from the bean seller. He has all of his beans replaced with a shuffled item, so we'll go ahead and at some point find him and get his item. We've got a couple pots up here. Is it this house that has one? You never go to these places when you don't have the
This one
pot
has
shuffle.
2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, no, Link's house has one. Mido's has a couple. Just all these places you never go. Surprise! They're all now required. Congratulations. Well, since we're
Yeah,
not...
there's one that...
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, there's one house where people tend to go in to, like, grab rupees when they needed to buy stuff from the shop or whatever, and it's like... Okay, so people know about those 2 pots, but it's just about every house in Kokiri Forest that has them.
I think Saria's is the only one that doesn't, yeah. But we don't really have a ton going on here at the moment, so Quack, if you've got anything, now's probably a good time for it.
Oh, absolutely. And it seems like we've got all of those all of the crowd control starting to come in. My favorite so far has still definitely been the giant monsters. I'm hoping we get to see more of that at a slightly more opportune moment. But just as a reminder for everyone just joining us, we are running crowd control through the normal crowd control extension for the duration of this run, which means that if you go to the link that is very helpfully pinned in chat by our lovely organizers, you will be able to purchase crowd control coins to do also all of these wonderful things. I see we're back in one-hit KO mode. But at the end of this run, all of those crowd control purchases are going to be directed towards our amazing charity Blue Path in one single lump sum by Cubs. So please make him suffer with wild abandon.
So for the iron boots, I can't backflip high enough to get those rupees.
The giant link maybe helps, but I don't think it actually changes the
No, it
hitbox.
didn't. I still couldn't. That's half
Yeah, I
the
think
fun
it's
with this, just learning what happens and what doesn't.
It's like, in theory it should help, but I'm pretty sure the hitbox is the same.
Yes. There are a couple places where there's some hitbox shenanigans, though. Like I said, climbing vines, climbing ladders. Somebody hit me. When we go into Deku Tree, somebody hit me with that Minish Link. I'm not going to spoil it. But it's something that happens. Yeah, so without strength, you can't pick up grass. I don't know why that was something that requires strength to pick up, but apparently Weak Boy Link cannot pick up grass. Oh, hi, I can't jump either. Giant Link can crawl through the hole. I believe it disables the effect while he's going into the hole and while the camera's in there. So we have a keyring here for Water Temple. Might grab that later. Don't really have the money to get it now. We do also, there were some that Deku Stick upgrade would be really nice. I need another wallet for it. Somebody find a wallet for me and just... Actually, I don't think you can actually send me wallets. Too bad, I can't go above, that would be nice. So we're finally gonna make it into a dungeon. Let's see what happens. Deku Tree, obviously the first dungeon everyone does when they first played this game. We can at least speed things up a little bit. It's actually really funny to come in here as adult with a hook shot, because all of these vines are hook shotable for some reason. You can just go straight from the bottom floor all the way to the top. Of course, So, one of the weird scrubs in the game, you cannot damage this thing. Most scrubs you can hit with almost any weapon, even Deku Nuts, and we'll get them out of the little crouch they're in. For some reason, that scrub, you have to have a shield. Nothing but reflecting. Yeah.
There was also a fun little time saver that I don't know if it was discovered recently, but it's definitely come into like wider use recently, where it's that scrub will always basically bounce off screen after you beat it. So people used to get as close to the door as possible, but it would bounce for so long that you just wouldn't. Oh,
Oh, nice.
Okay, I didn't see that one coming.
But yeah, basically people learned recently that the best thing to do is actually have the scrub be as close to the front of the camera as possible.
So who knew as a child that you could just crawl past these? Anybody? Oh God!
Oh.
Yeah, that's
sure
something
about
that's
that?
happening.
Yeah.
I think their hitbox actually does get changed by the giant. Wait. Oh, it doesn't work here. Interesting.
Aw.
That's odd. I mean, there are some places where the effects
Jesus.
just... Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. That was a sight. Uh-oh. Can I get over to this? Barely. Child Link is not supposed to have iron boots. These things are not supposed to be a problem. Why do we do these things to ourselves? I can't jump off. I can't jump off. And I don't trust side hopping off. So we're just gonna sit here and wait for a moment. How's everybody doing today?
I want to mention real quick while we have a moment. I love how you're talking about that Decker Scrub. Like you have to have a shield to deflect it, and then the room behind it, you found the shield that doesn't work with.
Yeah. For no real reason giving, but the mirror shield does not reflect projectiles.
Yeah, the fact that the mirror of all of them is the one that doesn't reflect is...
Yeah.
The thing that reflects doesn't reflect. Well... That's pretty much this game in a nutshell, honestly.
Yes, it is. So... Oh, God. Can I even get... We're trying to... I don't know if I can get flame storage here. Because of the hover boots effect. Can I even get in the right position? We're trying to put away the stick in a manner that it goes through the flame on the way down.
Wait, can you hover this gap?
Wait. For science! Yes!
Oh, yeah. Quite easily.
Alright, well that's a new B1 skip right there. That's not gonna happen again for a while. We don't get to... Okay, now we have a problem. Now we have a problem. What?
I think you get hit by the back one first.
Okay, and it hit the front projectile. Okay. So yeah, we're done here. We can't beat a boss. Great. I guess we're done. Thank you, whoever took my sticks. So, I think we've got enough done here that we can go ahead and go back adult at this point. Oh, God. Hi. This is interesting. I don't really know what to make of this, but this is something.
The scenery just breaking in the background.
Yeah. Oh god, Z-Target doesn't even break it. Oh no.
I've played and seen so much 2D Zelda, I never realized the implication of an overhead camera like this on the 3D.
Yeah. Yeah, Hi, I can't see anything. How's your day going? Oh my god, I can't.
like
oh
this,
god.
what, like...
Okay, we got there. A little slow, but we got there. Alright, please, before my money goes away.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
Why? Yeah, why would you invite that on yourself?
Okay.
You're somewhere in the Lost Woods, I guess.
No, I'm not. We soft locked. I don't know what caused that. Oh, I know what caused that. Oh.
Oh?
Okay, note to self, don't go into Lost Woods when the camera's on. Or the overhead camera. That broke, the camera broke in Lost Woods. I don't know what happened, but it was the camera that broke it. Trying to load the next room. So let's just be a little careful there. Look, the fact that crowd control works at all is a minor miracle. Look, y'all want me to actually do anything in this seed?
Nobody took your rupees.
Yeah, they just found a new and different way.
Okay, now you two said it.
Well.
I blame you. This doesn't...
That one was definitely put in before I'd said anything.
So yeah, like after 45 minutes, we got our ocarina that we absolutely already had. Joy. I guess we can head up Zora River. There's a few things we can come. I have no idea. I hope I'm going the right direction. It looks like I am. The mini-map actually being useful for once. Who would have ever thought? Yes! Yes, I am here. Oh, okay, I have a new most hated effect.
It's definitely funny saying about the minimap as well, because, like, a lot of games that people played as kids and then play when they're older, they're like, oh, I didn't realize how useful maps were in these games. And OOT is no exception for that, but it's the map in the menu, not the, like, on-screen one. The on-screen one will lie to you very often about where you are.
Yes.
Like, the actual image of the map and the layout of the area are nowhere near the same. The number of times Hyrule Field is terrible for it. If you're trying to go to Kokiri Forest
Oh god.
in Hyrule Field, the where the path is shown on the minimap is like a good 10 seconds of movement away from where it actually is.
It's not even close. It's somewhat amazing how far off. Okay. 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 Alright. Well, is this gonna work?
Jeez.
Wait. Yes! Now I gotta get back there. Wait.
So that thing of enemies that people basically never see and never get hit by, these
there.
Taxites are in that pool.
Okay. We'll get there. Actually, you know what? I'm not. I'll take that 20. Alright, well, the chicken gets to stay there for the moment. You did nothing, my foot! So, there are these grottos, all these hidden grottos that I'm sure nobody went into as a kid because nobody had a rumble pack to tell anybody where these things were. I know I sure didn't. Did either of you have a rumble pack?
No. But I did have a guide that told me where everything was.
Oh boy. Letterbox.
Perhaps for me, unfortunately, my answer is yes. So I did find all this stuff, and it's so disappointing how useless it actually is. It's like, oh cool, there's a hidden grotto here. I wonder what's in there. And then there's 2 scrubs that don't really tell you a whole lot. So
Walking is hard. So everybody, say hello to the amazing flying chicken. We're just kind of here now. Can I even grab on this? Yes, I can.
Yeah, oh, Jesus.
what the?
Wow, those hitboxes.
Yeah, the hitbox stays the same. That is interesting. I've never done that before. That is a very interesting effect.
I do love the Minish Link one. Like, it doesn't really affect the gameplay at all because it mostly doesn't change any of the hitboxes or movement speed or anything. It just looks great.
Yes. So, frogs, we've got to check here for just playing Song of Storms. There's a second one for playing all of the songs. We might as well play a couple while I'm here. I'll get some money for y'all to take away in a moment. Look, it's for charity.
So far, putting in Paper Link there, and I was about to do exactly the same thing as cool effects that just look good.
Hi. Speaking of 2D.
Yeah.
Wait, overhead camera, Paper Link.
It's just invisible. That's all it is.
It's invisible with worse movement.
Fair. Oh god. Alright. So, oh god, can I make this jump? If I can't see where I'm going? Okay, there we go. That was mildly concerning. So, we've got a few things up here. We're gonna grab a couple hints. We're gonna grab a couple checks. There's no pots in here, right? There should be pots in the river. We can get into Zora, actually. Shocking. Oh, that's okay. So, apparently that camera can't move with overhead. I learned something. We actually have Zelda's Lullaby, so we don't have to use the chicken to get in for once. Ah, okay. Oh. Excuse me? How? How did... okay, I thought that was going in the water. Somehow it just landed literally on the edge. So we're gonna go back here adult in a minute. There are some things we can do as adult. I may come back for that bottle. But, okay. Diving in the lab is dead. We're gonna head up here into okay. Playing songs in this game. Let's have a discussion here. This is the real final boss of just playing songs.
Yeah, pretty much everyone who's ever raced this game, finished a seed casually, whatever, will have some story about getting the songs completely wrong. My favorite was trying to open that waterfall once and playing Prelude, because I got Zelda's Lullaby that badly wrong that I just ended up being asked if I wanted to go to the Temple of Time instead.
Oh. The number of times I've used furores and then... Just menus in this game in general are kind of bonkers. Because B means A. Yeah, they do the same thing for some reason. Who really knows why?
I can't. I'm pretty convinced I cannot actually play Bolero Fire anymore. Playing on a GameCube controller, I used to have the rhythm of hitting Z, which is C down, and A back and forth pretty quickly. Now I can't do it, and I don't know why. So.
Don't you use that as your Scarecrow song in MM?
No, I switched off of that because I can't play that anymore.
Yeah, that feels like it's a rough song to not be able to play. Kind of an important one. We're gonna use we're gonna actually use flame storage this time because we don't have hovers to. Oh no.
Oh god.
It's awful. Wow.
We're fine. We've got this. Maybe we have flame storage. I don't know. We'll find out after we're done here.
I don't think so, but it's hard to tell, honestly.
Shockingly, this is not too bad in the water because we're just diving. Okay, we're safe for the moment. I'm sure that won't last long. Okay, we beat the clock. Now, do we have flame storage? Nope, didn't think so. If we had magic, we could just cast Dins. Maybe I'll find that eventually. So, what are we gonna do here? I think we just go back adult here at this point, after we finish up here in Domain. There's just not a whole lot else for us to do here. As child. Yeah. You can stay there. We had a discussion earlier about the weep sound effect and how it's horrible and needs to be removed from the game, right? That's what we decided, right?
Something like that. I'm sure that's how it went.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
So that is what flame storage is. When you have the stick go through the torch, as Link is putting it away, the game doesn't update the stick's position until you pull it back out. So, when you pull out a stick like that, the game thinks it's still sitting in the torch and lights it on fire. Ow. Please let me put... Thank you. Like, let me... Oh, it did not let me put away my stick. I see. I see.
Ice Trap has a -1 stick.
Yeah, actually. Unfortunately, for me. So yeah, I think we just go back adult right now. And it's gonna take us a little bit to get back there. So Quack, if you've got anything for us, now's a great time.
Absolutely, I can jump in. Just to remind everyone, we are, of course, all here for the suffering, but to also say a little bit about the amazing charity that we are raising this money for, that we are engaging in the act of making you suffer for. Blue Path expertly trained autism service dogs offer safety and freedom to families. A Blue Path service dog's primary role is to provide safety for a child out in public. The dogs are trained to prevent a child from bolting either into the street or away from parents in a crowded area. They also provide children with much-needed companionship, increased social acknowledgement from peers, opportunities for independence, and increased levels of confidence. And I feel like we could all use a support system like that, not least of all Cubs in this very moment. But if it's not about making one element of it suffer, we hope you'll consider donating, whether through crowd control or during some of the other amazing runs today, towards helping Blue Path raise funds for those dogs.
I heard something earlier. I didn't get to catch the entire intro. Something about an Thunder's handler going to give us an update on how Thunder's going from last year. Potentially.
I believe that is on the docket. Yes.
Just the generosity last year blew past, I think, what everyone thought. So just the speedrunning community in general, it always. Every time you think we've hit the peak, somebody just comes along and surprises. There's so much more. Just the absolute generosity of this community. So yes, we successfully managed to distract people and not let them take my rupees. Hooray! Yep.
Glad I could be of service.
Thank you. They won't last much longer, but we got the important stuff. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we bomb shoes.
Yep. Uh-huh. We'll find some. Actually, they were in. I think they were in the Kokiri shop. Meh. We have a bomb bag. That's good enough. So, welcome to the bane of every player's existence. The archery games. How many people remember what it's like playing with inverted controls? Yeah. The inverted controls here make this absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how you get out. I didn't know that sign did anything. Wait, I had heart containers. What happened to those?
No, I don't think you did.
Yeah, nobody took one in like the last 30 seconds. It's all right.
They were given away to a good cause.
A likely story. Alright. Well, here, distraction. Oh, hey, I have a bomb. Those aren't, uh-oh. Distraction! Okay, we got there. Come on, chat. This is a challenge here. I appreciate you guys letting me do stuff, but, I'm expecting chaos. Songs are hard, as shown there.
Honestly, the thing that surprised me the most so far is that nobody hit you with, like, one-hit KO when you went to jump through the web in the Deku tree.
You know, that's actually one of the few places where we can get away with that. Thankfully, falling straight into the water on that one.
Yeah, like, if I think a lot of people, like, side hop on the web, so they'll land on the platform, and it's one of the sweet spots to hit people and things like this, but
I'm not gonna lie.
Play around it, then.
I completely forgot. So the worst thing in the game is right here. This vine. For some reason, the hitbox on that vine is like a third of Link's body. It is way too simple to grab on there and immediately grab off because you can't climb. It's like a sliver compared to the size of Link. I don't understand who thought that was a good idea. So we're just gonna quickly... Speaking of dogs, we are returning a lost dog. Chat, return lost dogs. That is good. Well, I guess one lost dog. The rest of them are taking fend for themselves. So, who knew there were actually doors back here in the alley? Because I'll tell you, I sure as heck didn't know there were doors back here. There is a hidden door. Excuse me, I would like to move. There is a door back here that only opens at night and for Child Link. Why? There's nothing back here. Why is there a door back here?
And if you go in, the guy just tells you, like, he just gets angry at you for being outside at night.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, he just questions the dogs being out at night. How is it?
Yeah. Oh, it's like, can I not pick up the pot? But it's like, why is this here? Why did somebody put this in? I don't understand it.
It is funny that, so, within the randomizer community, you'll have, like, lots of different settings that people will play casually or race or whatever, and one of them is random settings, where you kind of find out what you're dealing with as you go. And I remember watching somebody race that for the first time ever, and getting into that back alley as adult. So they had to set it up so they could get there at night, because all of those doors only open at night, because they found an entrance that led to one of those needed to go into a different one.
I think my favorite is finding your way into Talon's chickens at night when Talon is asleep. So it's the only use in Rando for... Really, it's one of the few uses in Rando for Sunsong where you just actually have to make it day in that room. If that's your only access to it. It's just... These things you never think about, all of a sudden are one of the most important things. So, we're gonna go grab a song. We did get Minuet earlier. Okay, it's like, I played the song. Game, I have questions. We can actually get into Forest Temple.
You haven't done CAC yet, right?
Not during the day. Yeah,
and you did Child Graveyard, but not Adult.
Yes.
Okay.
I know.
Cool.
I know where you're going.
I'm just going to give a nice heads up then to people that when the Dampe race happens, that is a perfect opportunity to get some rewards in.
It doesn't work.
Some nice bonuses.
Why doesn't this reflect? It's the weirdest thing. It's a mirror. It should reflect projectiles. Okay. Alright, well, we're back to the scammers, I see. Yeah. So. Dampe. Okay. This race, I swear, this guy, he just waits to snipe you. I don't understand how he's able to snipe you that well. He just hides. We're gonna go and grab the song before we head on in there. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, do I have anything? I still have arrows for the moment. We'll see how long that lasts. But I have a hook shot.
What?
Huh?
When it works.
Excuse? What? Okay.
Is that one of the crowd control effects I'm not aware of? The hook shot? Oh my god.
Okay. Whoever. Yoshi, you and I are gonna have a talk. We're gonna have a talk.
What?
Yeah. We're gonna have a talk.
I was waiting for someone to do that in this room, like...
No. Okay.
Oh my god.
Movement in this game exists. Yes, that was right as it wore off, so congratulations. Excellent timing. Monk just goes where he wants to go. Let's be honest, we don't do anything. We're just here. So, this is how we want to do this room. Before anyone else uses that again, thank you. Okay, I didn't know if that was actually going to work properly. So now we are getting out of here so nobody can hit me with that again. Not that people are going to find a way later. By the way, the acid in this room, for some reason, is lava. And spikes
acid,
at the
lava,
same time.
And spikes are all the same thing.
Oh. Yeah, if you put on a Goron tunic there, you actually don't get hurt by that acid or the spikes, because it's just lava. I guess that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
I suppose when you're working with 4 megs of RAM, I guess that does save some space. Can you actually believe that this game was made with 4 megs of RAM available? And that the expansion pack actually made that 4 megs 8 megs? Doesn't that just sound ridiculous by today's standards? Okay. I accept your challenge. I accept your challenge.
Yep, so we've seen this one before.
Yes. So, this gets even worse when you have all the, shuffled items turned on. Or freestanding items turned on. Because then there's like 1,400 things to pick up in this room. Where am I going? Am I going the right way?
This is right, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Fortunately, we just respawn here. Fortunately, because this one's gonna be a while. I think that's 3.
That was a one-hit KO with the void out.
Yeah. All right, round 2. Here we go. Okay. Dompe, you are not gonna get this today. No. So it's actually possible to get ahead of Dompe here. But if you do, he just stops moving and you soft lock until you go back. Because you kind of need him to open the door. It's alright. We're getting there. Nope, this way. I don't think we're getting there in the minute, but we're gonna at least get there.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Dampe is a gold mine for crowd control.
Yes.
This is.
This and the entrance of Deku Tree. I definitely haven't been a part of keeping someone in Deku Tree for 2.5 hours before. Never happened. Look, when Pi challenges his chat, it happens. Alright, well done. Nicely timed. Round 3, fight! Alright, so we've seen freeze, we've seen one-hit KO, we've seen reverse controls, and iron boots. What are we getting this time? Oh. Okay, there was actually nothing I could do to avoid that, thanks to somebody stealing my Z button. You know what? This camera actually helps here. Because you can see much more of the area. Shockingly, that actually really does help.
Honestly, I didn't even consider how good No Z here would be until you said, "What's next then?" And I looked at the list and was like, oh, I've got it.
Are we gonna sneak in there? Nope, we're not.
Hey,
at least you had to pay for that one. All right, that's 4. Let's see if we get to 15 before the end of this is over. I think we're, what, about an hour in? So, okay, that... Off to a great start on round 4.
Do you mean 15 before, like, you stop? Or 15 before the end of Dampe Race?
Yes.
Are they the same thing?
It very well might be. We don't know. Move. Yeah, just getting restarted when you have hover boots on it's a challenge. But okay, that actually affects the knockback. I've never seen that before.
Oh, have you ever put on hover boots in the Ganon fight?
Oh god.
He launches you. You hit the flame barrier no matter where you are in the stage.
I have not, but I have been told if you put on iron boots... Oh, boo. If you put on iron boots, it actually lines you up perfectly to roll underneath his legs. Because, yeah. Can I even side hop through here? I don't know if that side hop would have worked if the hovers were still there. Okay, so here we go again. We live here now. Chat. Y'all are having fun. It's like we're just waiting at this point. Okay. We're through door 1. The fire.
Bated breath watching to see the next thing that comes in, where the fire lands.
Okay, that one was on me. Yeah, it's like the side hopping is actually faster. So that's the only way to get through this. Okay. And yeah. I didn't even get to jump off. So how's your day going, everybody? Y'all having fun?
The freeze insult to injury. Amazing.
Alright, mashing out of there before the ice trap gets me. Mashing is very weird in this game. There's a counter... When you're trying to get out of an ice trap like that, there is a counter that's starting to count up from 100. Am I going the right way? Yeah. So the counter increments whenever you hit A, B, or left, down, right on the control stick. For some reason, hitting up on the control stick does not increment that counter. That's just the most random thing. Why doesn't up work? Oh god. The letterbox, that's what's going on. It's like, why am I jump slashing? Okay, we just teleported up there. Minish Link hopping around. Goodbye. It's like, I'm not making that in time. Okay.
The Minish Link side hops look so good.
Alright, here we go again. We actually do live here now. Okay.
Well, while you're setting up your comfy new home, mind if I jump in for a second?
Go for it.
I just wanted to let everyone know, while we are applying enough pressure to the race here to keep Cubs here for a good, couple hours or something, I just wanted to let everyone know that we've opened up a new milestone incentive, and we're giving y'all a lot of lead time on this one, because we think it's important. If we raise $1,250 overall for Blue Path by late tomorrow afternoon, when our charity interview is taking place, Thunder's handler is going to make sure that our dog from last Multithon, Thunder, will make a guest appearance on the stream, which I am very excited for. I know no one is going to want to miss that. So we're giving you lots of lead time for that. That's tomorrow, shortly before 7 p.m. Eastern. But keep the crowd control coming. Keep this race entertaining and spicy and repeating.
So about them iron boots.
Game's got jokes.
Yeah, I kind of forgot they were here, I'm not gonna lie. But yes, the update on Thunder, I think we're all looking forward to that. The kind of every few month update we've been getting from Happy in the Discord has been just really cool to see how things have been developing there. So, we have finally escaped the Grave of Doom. Really? Come on. It's like, can I even get over here? So, welcome to the just one of the paradoxes in this game. I could have had that earlier, that's unfortunate. Can I get off of here? Barely, yes. So, Adult Link comes into the, hold on. What was that animation? What did Link just do? What is that? I don't... Okay. That is something. So, Adult Link goes into the windmill, and the unnamed person that they reused as model as Guru in Majora's Mask is already mad at us because we have the same ocarina as some random kid. So we learn the song and then go back in time and then use it as child. Why? How are we creating this paradox, and why are we being allowed to do this? Who thought it was a good idea to let a 7-year-old just create paradoxes and almost accidentally destroy the universe? Go figure. Uh-oh. Where are you going? Uh-huh. I want that. I never had to think about having hearts and dodging those boulders. That's remarkable.
Again.
That never happens.
So many things that you just don't really think about most of the time playing this game, and all of a sudden, these things are threats.
Yes. I don't know what that is, so the answer is yes, I need everything. If you would like to take everything, you're going to have to donate, and it's going to be expensive. We're going to put it that way. Okay, so we're never getting Serenade. That hint till the Serenade is on the Burning Cack check. We're definitely never getting the Fire and Water medallions. Though we might... Wonk. I don't know where you were going there, buddy. Okay. Alright, so we're never getting Serenade.
You're also never finishing DC.
Uh-huh. Okay. And on that note, we go back outside. Ah, that's most of the fun with this. Just what ridiculousness can happen here, and how dastardly can chat be? I can't see. Where am I going? I know what you're doing. I'm not going back. I know what you're doing. So we're just waiting for time of day here because we've got a couple shops here in Adult Kakariko that we need to check. There's a lot here in Adult Cac that we haven't done yet. The fact that we're an hour in and haven't done this yet is kind of bonkers by most rando seed. So yeah, what have you two? Where do you put yourself in my shoes? What are you two doing right now?
Right?
You're not wrong, yes, and that was early.
Actual answer is probably Hmm. Goron City? I think you've not done Link the Goron yet, and there's enough different methods that you're probably keeping one of them.
Not
Hopefully,
wrong.
maybe.
Okay, so we can't buy the skill. Good. Bobby, what do you got?
I don't know.
Right?
I'm probably.
I bet you'd like to have more bombs.
Yeah, nice.
We've heard that one once or twice over the years.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, it's just all these things that we do immediately. And no, we're like an hour plus in. We're finally getting to do some of these things. 8 rupees. Okay. Thank you so much for the 8 rupees. Bonk. Thank you. That was the wrong box. Unfortunate. So, I think we have it set to only... Oh, well, we're adult. There's no chickens. What am I talking about? But most of what's here in Kakariko is only available during the day. So we had to wait outside for time of day on that one. I think we're up to, what, 6 deaths at this point? And somehow we haven't hit a single ice trap yet. There's extra in the pool. I don't understand how we haven't hit a single one, but I'm sure they're coming.
You've been given some.
I know, I'm not moving. I see what was just given. I'm not moving.
I was like, how does this work? Like, they're already kind of...
Yeah, no, it absolutely inverts the controls. That's why we're not moving.
Yeah.
Thank you. I needed that break. Okay, we got there. You know what would have been really helpful about 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, I take it back. Now I think the Doggo's Cavern is a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, you can at least get through part of that, even if the bombs get stolen again.
I like how we have all these magic items and no magic to use with them. You think
Yeah,
that
I was
would be
gonna say that.
helpful?
I was going to say that earlier when you were talking about the money. It's like you said about picking up the light arrows and farming rupees. It's like, yeah. So magic's buried away into Dongo's Cavern, so you can't buy that second bomb bag, right?
We do. I have gotten a couple wallet upgrades, so we actually can get that at this point.
Right, but
Yeah.
you can't. You won't get the rupees for it.
You
But-
are correct. I will not be allowed to. Wait, does that actually work when I don't have magic? I honestly don't know if that works or if it refunds the coins until I do. So back to Dongo. It's a race against chat. Y'all have a little too much fun here.
I don't think it's really good in Dodongo's Cavern until you're up against King Dodongo. But I am really surprised we haven't seen any pacifists yet.
In Ocarina, is
Yeah.
pacifist just reduce your outgoing damage to 0, or is there more specificity to it?
No, you can't swing your sword.
Yeah. So you can still use other projectiles and stuff, which is why Dodongo's Cavern doesn't really care about it for the most part. But most bosses need a sword.
It's kind of just the way enemies take damage in this game on its own is bonkers. Every enemy has its own damage table for reasons. Most take different amounts of damage from different. I mean, you'll get the same enemy that in different spots will take different amount of damage from different weapons. I don't know why.
And you could probably write like an entire essay on just Volvagia's damage tables
God. Yes.
and quirks.
I think my favorite one is the flare dancer in fire taking more damage from the master sword than BGS.
Yeah. I like.
Wait.
Yeah.
I was gonna say in vanilla you can't even get Big Goron Sword until after you've beaten Fire Temple.
I think my favorite is that Dead Hand takes, depending on which age you are when you enter the room, that's how Dead Hand's damage table is calculated.
Of course.
Yeah. Makes no sense, but it's the age you are when you enter the room and he spawns. Because this is a video game.
Mine was gonna be similar to the Big Goron Sword, doing different damage in Fire Temple despite not getting it until afterwards. There are 3 things in the game that the ice arrows will work on. One is Bongo Bongo, that's the one that most people know. One is the spike traps, because you can freeze spike traps for some reason. And the third one is the Gerudo Guards.
Yeah.
The Gerudo Guards take damage from the ice arrows. The ice arrows in vanilla are locked behind the Gerudo Guards. Like, you can never fight them after you've got ice arrows.
I think they're just reskin Dinophos. I think they're actually the same enemy.
Do they take damage from ice arrows?
The Dinophos?
Yeah.
Pretty sure. I don't know that I've ever tried.
Oh, Volvagia does as well. But
Yes.
just the same amount as a normal arrow. Or maybe double. Maybe Volva's like the only one where it actually takes more.
Hey, so you know
Which
what's
leads to
actually...
some-
You know what's on in
Yeah.
this dungeon that I haven't done?
Oh yeah, I forgot about these.
Yeah. These exist. Come here, you. Alright, you have an item. No, you don't have an item. Let's see. Item? I want my money back.
Was
I
it
want
there, on
my
the
money
floor?
back. It is nice. Being adult, you very rarely see anybody do Dodongo's Cavernous Child. It just... Adult nerfs the entire thing and makes it take seconds as compared to anything else. Okay. Wait. Distract, just... Okay. Sure, that happened. Hey, we got there! It's like, just let me open this up before someone takes my bombs. We gotta distract chat, keep them from noticing these things. Oh, you can actually see that! Okay. We couldn't see the item. Hey, I Triforce piece. I will take that. Now we're gonna grab the scrubs that we missed on the way in. I don't know why I pulled a bomb out there. I didn't really need it. Annoys me. We can't use the mirror shield. Why? Why Nintendo? I want my money back. Look, why? Can I get something that's not like a single rupee, please? For the love of God. Yes.
I don't think you're in a position to be upset about the items you've got so far. Like,
Yeah.
it's been an hour and a half and you've got a hookshot strength, a bow, dins, all of the elemental arrows,
Well, welcome to
the Kakiri
DLC.
sword, both boots.
Welcome to DLC in Dodongo's Cavern, by the way. No one ever sees back here. Is there another? Yeah. There are pots hiding back. You skip this entire part of the dungeon because you're just tall enough as adult to just grab the ledge. But, hey, there's stuff here. We gotta do things. We're gonna fight the Lizalthos. I don't know the last time I fought the
Pots as
Lizalthos.
well.
Yeah. There are pots hiding in there. I don't think they're up. I think they're only on the lower level. I don't think they're the upstairs one. There are pots up there though. Well, those pots get. We're not breaking those pots. The other section that no one goes through with the ice switches. There's pots back there.
Oh.
So, welcome to the most annoying fight in the game.
There is, like, something of a trick to fighting these. I won't go into the damage numbers because OOT damage numbers get really confusing to hear because it's like almost a little unintuitive with the weapon upgrades. But Lizalfos take 6 hits with a Master Sword, but they'll run away after they've taken, I think it's 3 or 4. Either way,
Yeah.
if you other way, sorry, they have 6 health, they take 3 hits. So if you jump slash, you're effectively doing 2 hits. But they'll run away at that point. So you slash them once and then jump slash, they will die without ever running away.
Yeah, I don't know the last time I've done that room. I really don't. Okay, anybody who says they knew about this is lying. Who knew there was a recovery heart back here? Who knew there was just an alcove behind lava back here with a recovery heart? Why is that there? That makes no sense at all. There is no indication that that is there. Why is that there? Yeah. Anybody who knew about that in 1998 is lying.
Yeah, I was gonna say now Romhacks
Yes.
love to use that one. That one's a fan favorite, but
My only hunch is I feel like maybe at some point they were possibly wanting to maybe put a Skulltula there, but I don't know. Even here, if you were in that room, even if you could hear it, I don't know
Yeah.
if you would figure that out, given that there's no indication there's an alcove there.
Like there's not even anything on the minimap to say, hey, there might be something here. It makes no sense. Then again, neither does fishing having anti-piracy protections. That's the one thing in this game that has piracy protections. Okay.
Which is really funny because vanilla fishing seems almost impossible anyway. So
Yes. Hey, more sticks. I'll take it. That's just more sticks for people to take. That's all that is. Let's be honest. Oh yeah, the ferry isn't. Ooh, fire keys. Yeah, with the fishing minigame, if you're on a bootleg or pirated copy of the game, when you try to hook the fish, it just instantly gets away. Because. I got no other answer than because. I knew this was coming. And for some reason, it can get tripped by soft resetting on BizHawk. Don't know why that triggers anti-piracy, but it does. So yes, the Dongo with the quarter heart. Not anymore. No one ever dies to the Dongo, right? That never happens.
the Dongo can go into that list of enemies that you tend to just take for granted, never die to. Right?
The bomb just phased through. Okay. That was interesting. Okay, that one was at least early. Hey, we beat a boss. We finally beat a boss. And I'm waiting and watching because I know what's coming. So, we don't have access to Ganon's capsule yet. We have to just finish 2 dungeons, have 3 dungeon rewards to get in. So, okay. All right, we beat a dungeon. We beat a dungeon. Thank you. So we need to beat 1 more to get into Ganon's castle. I guess we can try and go back and beat Deku Tree now, since we have the Kokiri sword.
And
But-
the stick upgrade, just in case.
Wow. Sticks and nuts, for some reason, are some of the most overpowered weapons or items in the game. And the game never once explains that to you. Like, the Deku sticks are just breakable Master Swords. Game makes you think you need the Kokiri sword. No, it's actually weaker than the Deku sticks. And then Deku nuts are effective against literally almost everything. Though my favorite thing in this game is that Ganon is the only enemy that takes damage from Deku nuts. Deku nuts don't damage a single other enemy, but Ganon. No idea. So, excuse? I have
didn't
questions.
work?
No, I have questions. We're probably gonna head back here, child, in a moment. So now's a good time if Quack, if you've got any more updates for us.
Oh boy, do I. I want to thank everyone for contributing to the nonsense on the screen so far. And as we look ahead with the output of these generous crowd control donations, wanted to shout out some continuing Zelda incentives for later on in this here marathon. We have, of course, the target for Mirrored Overworld in the Legend of Zelda co-op run that's happening tomorrow, I believe, as well as a Sprite Choice Bid War. For the top 2 choices will be what the co-op Zelda Randomizer runners are going to be playing. So just out of curiosity, Cub, since it is your crowd control suffering that is the weight behind these donations, out of, say, Link, Zelda, Gibdo, and Wizrobe, what are you feeling for passing it onwards to our Legend of Zelda runners?
The Wizrobes are always fun, and it's nice getting a little revenge. It's interesting being on the other foot. Usually you're dodging the Wizrobes. Why did I blow that up?
I am inclined to agree.
That was the wrong boulder. Why did I blow that up? Okay, well, we don't have enough bombs to do that now. Are there any in here? Yes, thank you. I knew I saw bomb shoes somewhere. So, one thing... There is a bomb chew model in this game that is never used. That when you enable it, all of a sudden it lets you just find bomb chew drops in the world. Wait, I can't see where I'm going. This is not good. I don't understand why they went so far as to create this model. I don't know if we get to see the model. It's actually a very cute model. And they never use it. I think there might be a bomb drop here? No. Yeah, we added an item in Rando. Oh, chew bags aren't in this version. So, in the latest version of the randomizer, there's we added an item for the bomb chews. That's similar to a bomb bag for the bomb chew, just called the chew bag. And that lets once you find that, you can start to get these bomb chew drops in the world. So, I'm kind of hoping we get to see one, because it's a very fun-looking model. Oh, thanks, game. One check has nothing in it. The Gold Gauntlet fairy check has nothing. Hey, we can actually use that. We could use that to deflect some projectiles. So it is possible here to actually backflip over this rock and grab this check over here. But we're now stuck because we don't have the hammer. So we're gonna have to get out of here. Fortunately, we have some warp songs to get us out.
I was gonna say earlier as well, I was seeing a little bit here, maybe coming up soon, on the settings being slightly different, because having the keyrings shuffled, so different people will play different settings. There's like kind of a few variations of race settings, and between like the pots being shuffled, the grass, the crates, the enemy souls in the latest version, so you have to find an enemy's soul before it appears in the world anywhere. There's all kinds of settings that people will play. The typical race settings will have keys within their own dungeons most of the time. This doesn't. This has the key rings being shuffled, which has the knock-on effect of some of the dungeons that are usually pretty bad in terms of item checks are suddenly incredible. And Cubs picked up the Fire Temple keyring earlier, and there are, I think, 8 keys in Fire, so there's a lot more checks than it normally would be.
Yeah, we'll probably head in there shortly. I might have forgotten about key rings, even though I picked one up, so there's not a whole lot we can do in here, but maybe we'll find something. We can only hope. There are these pots hanging around back here that I'm sure everyone's forgotten at least once when they turn pots on the first time. There's all these little things. They're just hiding back here you never think about when you're playing this game. We're actually almost halfway there on Triforce pieces. Are we actually gonna get to 20? There's no way, right? Chat's gonna find a way to stop me before we get all 20, right?
I feel like at this point it's an over-under on 15.
I think that sounds right, honestly.
I'll take under there. I believe in this chat.
You know, I'm not even gonna pretend that I didn't forget where to go there for a moment. This whole crowd control thing just has me completely discombobulated. You can barely reach those vines with the hook shot. It's one of those things that just gets... Everything in this game gets found by accident. And somebody figured that out. No clue why. So we're just moving through Forest Temple. There's not really a whole lot going on here. We're just...
Forest has a bit of a reputation for that.
Yeah. Basically take a nap on the way through. There's... Look, we try to speed some things up, but there are some things in this game that you just can't. But we are running out of things to do here without keys, unfortunately. We do have those fire keys, so let's go see what we got there.
Fire Temple also has the kind of interesting effect here where normally if you're like racing, or even in most settings, I think, like most times people play, there's this kind of thing of like, you don't even bother going to Fire Temple until you have your hammer, because so much of it is like, it's so easy for the keys to be locked at the start and the hammer is needed to beat the boss, but when you already have all of the keys, well, normally the hammer is right at the top of Fire, so there's only 3 chests plus the boss that you can't do, and 2 of those you can look at, so we'd be able to see if they're a major item here. So Fire has gone from having what would normally be at the most 5 items, I think it is, to suddenly consistently having double digits here.
Yeah. And I think there's... I don't even know how many pots are in there. There's more than a few pots hiding around as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna head on into Fire in a moment. We don't have a Goron tunic. That is a bit unfortunate.
Fire Temple does also have a lot of lava and a lot of floor damage.
Mm-hmm. You don't say. You don't say. Oh, I forgot about this. We got this like an hour ago.
Oh yeah.
Just not wanting to have to go through the whole trade quest. That's kind of rough. Alright. Chat, y'all awake over there? I haven't seen much in a while. Wait, that just means... Never mind. Everybody just kind of hating. Or, excuse me, waiting. Excuse me.
Yeah, we've still got an hour and a quarter left and fire temples coming up. Don't think you're getting
Yeah.
out of this just yet.
You're not wrong with that statement, actually.
I was gonna say, walk into fire. You'll see, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just strategery, obviously.
So, chat, now's a great time to take a nap. We'll see you in like 20 minutes. Right? Right. Yeah. I'm in danger, aren't I?
You've been in danger this whole time, but you're in more danger right now.
This is true.
I was gonna say, sorry, I already took my nap. You went through the forest courtyard, so I'm engaged again.
Look, we're putting the long shot in there just for you.
Well, I guess unless you find the forest keyring, we're not seeing it then.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Hey, we saved the Goron, everyone. We saved the Goron.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about what I thought. Come on, we're racing the clock. Can we get there? I think we're gonna make it. I think.
This is why you asked me to be here, right? Like, this is what you wanted from me.
Something like that, yes. Oh wait. It's like, wait, who? Oh, it disables the GUI. I'm like, what is going on here? Why is it... Letterbox disables the GUI? Alright, can we get a little bit of health before... No, okay, no health to be found. So, the big fire room... I'm waiting for the one-hit KO to be activated in here. I'm just waiting for it.
Oh yeah, this without Goron Tunic? Like, so the fastest way through this room is, unsurprisingly, to just backwalk through the lava. But, you do take damage doing that. Quite a lot, even with the Goron Tunic, usually.
Yep. Though, we can shortcut it a little bit. You can hover over the fire, so... At least will help, or you can hover over the lava, so that helps a little bit. But I think we're actually gonna we're just gonna run out of time anyways, aren't we? Can I don't think I can get through here. Alright. Oh god. Equipment. What is going on here? Mistakes are happening. Perfect. Alright, look, that one was on me.
Yeah, that was pretty much all self-inflicted, but I assume, to be fair, I assume a lot of that is the panic of knowing that you could be sent something at any second.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was, hey, I've got 5 seconds before I burn up. What can we do here? And this is the biggest problem if you die in this area, you just respawn with 3 hearts and you have no time to do anything. Yeah, you. Alright. Hooray! We successfully blew up the wall. And not ourselves. That's an accomplishment, I'll take it. At the moment. Can I get some health to be able to do the rest of... You know what? That was on me. I gotta be a little more specific, I guess. Can I get a heart container? Or a heart piece to survive long enough? Because, yeah, that's not long enough.
Yeah, there's no way. This next room can take... I mean, even if it's done absolutely perfectly, it's still north of 30 seconds to get through there, so... Yeah, that's not happening right now.
I remember before Plando was the thing where you could actually set items or entrances at specific locations, there was a challenge seed put together just by hacking all the logic files, centered around apparently falling in lava, centered around using Farore's wind in that in the fire elevator room to be able to warp back there, because you didn't have enough time or a Goron tunic to get through, to get all the way up. The timer doesn't stop in that room. It's just little things like that you just would never think about in this game. Alright. We can finally get up to the rest of Fire Temple. I don't have a hammer. Alright, we'll see what we can do in Fire Temple. There's probably not much. Hey Chad, if anybody has a hammer, I could use that at the moment. If you just got a spare one lying around. No, okay. No hammers, unfortunate.
I mean, I got a toolbox full of hammers, but I don't think they're as good as the Megaton hammer, so I'm not sure they work in here.
You know what? I take the shot at the moment.
Fair enough.
So we're just trying to get through the rest of Fire Temple right now. Again, the dungeons in this game are just... they're very linear. Like, I guess most Zelda games are that way. You just gotta kind of get through each one as quickly as you can. While we're waiting, Quack, do you have any updates or for us?
Oh, absolutely. I have a reminder for the good people of chat. We've all gotten pretty good so far at handling the delay on the crowd control to drop that in at the most opportune moment. I'm going to give you some knowledge at a slight delay. As we're looking ahead to those incentives, like the Legend of Zelda Mirrored Overworld one, did you know that since we are going through Tiltify, you can put your donations towards both a target incentive and a bid war? We happen to have multiple of both of those open for business right now, like the Mirrored Overworld and Sprite Choice incentive and bid war respectively, but also a freshly opened bid war, to name the Sticky Business Shop. That'll be tomorrow as well. So right now, keep all of your crowd control coming in. Fire Temple could take another hour. I'm here for that. But just so you know, thinking ahead to the next runs and the rest of our day, because we want to see all those incentives get smashed. Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay, so the Chews are not wanting to cooperate at the moment. Come on. Lonk! Do we need to have a talk, buddy? By the way, Yoshi, thank you for teaching me that Pacifist does disable all of your weapons.
Does it actually? Okay, I was just trying to stop you from ground jumping up.
Yeah! I couldn't pull a bomb. We learned something. That is the worst damn camera in this game. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Why does
The
it
camera
do
here
that?
is like horrendous because the camera typically, if a cutscene triggers, the camera will point you towards it. But for some reason, this one and this one only spins back afterwards.
That's like SM64 levels of camera bad. I don't get it. That would be fair. There's a lot of things in this game. It tried. It tried. Game, we're gonna have a talk.
I want to make a comment that it's because 1998 camera, but then Majora's Mask followed this up and made it worse. So
we finally have a bottle. So all those bottle content redemptions now will do something. If, you know, I actually drink the milk. Uh-oh. Okay, we were almost a boulder sandwich.
You finally have a big Poe holder.
I mean, let's face it. Would you want to drink milk that's been sitting in the fire temple for God knows how long?
Just where you want to find your milk, sat in the middle of like a volcano.
Yeah. No, please. That's not me. No.
I'm gonna assume that milk must be really bad because that Goron that was in that cell didn't even want it. He just left it sitting in the chest.
You know, you'd think the Gorons would open the chest to try to get themselves out. I mean, obviously we know that the item, I mean, it's keys in the middle of the game. They're not going to get the Goron out, but it's like, come on, you've got a potential escape right there just waiting for you. See what it is.
Obviously, like, the cells they're in as well are just, like, bars, but thinking on it in, like, that kind of direction, locking someone in and then giving them a key in their cell, like, that's either the perfect, like, sadistic setup or the worst possible imprisonment ever.
It's like Saw levels of evil. We do have, thankfully, I remembered to turn on Free Scarecrow. I've definitely not lost multiple races by forgetting to set Scarecrow for that or anything. Nope, that's never happened. Okay, we're not going to talk about what just happened. We're not going to talk about it. Good, doesn't matter. Doesn't... God, okay. So, Lonk is apparently ice dancing or something. I don't know what just happened there. And that was just regular hover boots going on there. So, this is the one thing Rando teaches you a lot of things you never knew about. I had no clue this was here as a child. Because I never came back in here with Scarecrow Song. So I had no idea this chest existed. And of course, the first seed has something there. Because why wouldn't it? This game is sentient. It knows when you don't know where something is. Fortunately.
Yeah, I think I knew where all of these were when I started playing Rando, because I did get every skull playing as a kid. But the random grottos around the world, like when you start playing Rando, you learn all kinds of stuff about the game world, and I still remember obviously streaming my first ever playthrough of this, and I had people in chat looking things up and trying to help me figure out where I was going in a casual playthrough or whatever. And finding the Redead Grotto in Kakariko was a nightmare. Oh, yeah. It's in the middle of the town.
Yes.
The middle is a staircase. It doesn't help me.
Yeah. Just, it's like, where is the middle? It does not exist. So we really haven't found... I think I forgot to mention, we have a setting on where the items inside the chest determine what the chests look like, whether they're important or not. So if it's just a brown box chest, it's just junk in there. If there's a gold Triforce symbol on it and the chest is gold, then there's something in that chest we want to pick up. So we haven't seen much to pick up. That was not a good angle. We haven't seen much in a chest to pick up lately. I think that Triforce piece was about it. Lonk? Buddy.
I want to add on real quick about the conversation about Pierre, because I had a slightly harsh lesson when I started playing Rando, because I had a strategy guide that mentioned it was there with the skulls. However, the strategy guide explicitly lies and says, come back to Fire Temple when you have the long shot.
Okay.
So, yeah.
This is an adventure we're on at the moment, trying to get past that flame wall. Thank you. I don't... That was something. Look, Lonk just does whatever he wants and we're along for the ride. That's all it really is. Okay, so we're never going to find out what's up there. That's just dead to us. That doesn't exist. Well done, Yoshi. Well done.
People were too nice. He got through most of Fire Temple, and I don't understand. It's for a good cause. You can't get mad.
So I think we're kind of running out of things to do as adult. I forgot that's there.
Jump scare scarecrow.
There's a few scarecrows that they're just there. Why?
Shout out to the Pierre and Water Temple.
Oh God. Just the one that actually hurts you more than it helps. It's right
One
on
of my favorite.
Yeah.
One of my favorite anecdotes with that is the free scarecrow setting that, like, where Cubs have been pulling out the ocarina and the scarecrow just immediately appears. When they first added that, it was set up so that once you were in range of the scarecrow, it would just appear on its own. So firstly, you would get jump scared a lot more because you'd walk into an area and suddenly there's a scarecrow popping up in front of you. But secondly, if you ever tried to climb the ladder at the end of the Shadow Temple before the boat, the game would soft lock because it couldn't handle the scarecrow appearing as a cutscene while you were on a ladder.
God. Yeah. It's not hard to break things in this game. Just trying to start a cutscene does it.
Yeah, I mean, climbing ladders is a whole nother conversation.
Yes. The easiest way to soft lock yourself in this game, I'm sure we've all done it at least once in the Zora diving game. Just climbing the ladder to get out of the water, and then, yep, that worked out well. You're just climbing the ladder to get out of the water, and the timer runs out, and it cues a text box, and you're soft locked. I guarantee you we've all done things like that before. I can do this now. I did not do this before. Excuse me. Hi, yes, I would like to open this up. Thank you. That was... Hitboxes in this game are just absolute things. Come on, come here. Thank you. Alright. So... there was something I asked for earlier that we haven't quite seen yet. Still waiting for somebody to hit me with Minish Link while we're climbing. We're heading back into Deku Tree, so you got a chance here in a second. That one is worth it, is all I'll say. Oh yeah, we have strength. We're strong enough to pick up the rocks. Or, excuse me, the grass. We couldn't do that before. I got absolutely turned around there.
The strength for grass thing is just so funny when you, like, pick up a pot and a rock, and then you try and pick up 5 blades of grass, and it's like, no, that one's too much.
And then, if you pick up the grass and throw it, it doesn't spawn the item. You have to actually cut the grass. Either with the sword or with by jump slashing with the Deku Stick. Also, swinging a Deku Stick does not cut grass, only jump slashing with it. There were choices made in the creation of this video game. There really were. So, one thing about having pots enabled here. We're trying to get into Ganon's castle. There are pots at the end of every trial. Yeah. We're really not getting to those. We're praying there's nothing back there. There might be. So how are you two doing? How's everything? Where am I even going? Good lord. You know what? Forget. So I just... Go ahead.
Got like a little under an hour left.
Okay.
About to get access to Ganon's by beating Deku Tree. Probably.
You say that.
Probably. This one would take a lot to stop, I think. I didn't intend that as a challenge, but if people want to take it that way, more than welcome.
I mean, for anyone intrepid enough to go for it, the link remains pinned in the Twitch chat to our crowd control platform. Just throwing that out there casually.
By the way, today we learned we could hover boots across there. That was new. Okay, you know what? We're just not gonna bother. So there's many different ways to make this jump as Child Link. We're just gonna jump across here and skip the back half of V1 down here. Because I haven't been back there. I couldn't tell you in how long. Have either of you?
So, I was at a meetup a couple of weeks back, and we did actually go into that room because we had grass shuffled, and that I think was the first time I'd seen it in about 4 years.
Yeah, some of the things coming on the dev branch. Oh boy.
So I have, because in Season 7, one of my matches, I was a genius and picked Dungeon Skulls and Deku, and, yeah, I had to go back there. As far as the other rooms,
yeah.
Not in, as far as those other rooms, not in regular Deku Tree. Like, I've had a couple RSLCs with, like, Master Quest recently where I had to go into those rooms because there's actually checks, but...
Yeah, I'm really glad the way Season 7 has turned out so far. We've got a draft system set up. That's the current tournament going on in the community. Really has seemed to gone well so far, so very glad for that at the moment. So, we can now get into Ganon's castle. There's not a whole lot we can do, kind of think of it.
Or scrubs, if nothing else.
Oh god, yes! Another hidden area! That, how are you supposed to find out about that? It's like, there's, well, I guess that one's at least there's some discolorations on the wall.
I think Navi floats near it when you go, like, past. So if you're walking around the bottom between trials, you'll find it, but you generally don't have a reason to walk around that bottom area.
Like, there's all these hidden things. It's just like, the devs put so much time into doing, and you don't even know that you can't even go see that they're there. It's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, and that one against Castle especially, like, if you're someone that's just, like, playing through the game casually the first time, you're at, like, 100%ing, you don't have 20 hearts and all the stuff at that point. Knowing that's there with the fairies would be really nice before going up to fight Ganondorf again, and so...
So...
It's like... You can also put the lens of truth on to be able to see through it, but who's going to? Like...
The lens? Ah, the lens.
I feel like the lens in some concept was interesting, but I feel like it could also make somebody extremely paranoid once they pick it up, knowing there's stuff that's invisible, because then you're like, what, do I need to walk around everywhere with it on at all times? Like, is there all this hidden stuff I didn't know about?
And Navi will... some of these hidden spots, Navi just goes there, starts turning different colors, and you're like, what am I supposed to do? Play a Song of Storms, get a fairy. What are these effects? Yeah, hey, look. There are scrubs back here. Who knew? They're just hiding. I didn't know about this. Oh, okay. Well, that's one. Perfect.
Oh, the first one.
Perfect.
Finally, I was shocked a scrub didn't do that before now.
We finally found one. I really, again, with the extra ice trats on, I don't know how this took so long.
Also, as an aside, the fairies in that room are really funny because they dodged you for a long time there.
Yeah.
And seeing how different fairies act in different Zelda games is so funny. In Wind Waker, you have the opposite problem where the fairies will, like, home in on you. So you want to try and catch one in a bottle and it's already on top of you, you're healed.
Oh, yeah. No. They actively fly away from Link in this game. And it's extremely annoying most of the time. So we got a few things to grab down here. No, just looking to not fall off at the moment. That's all. Because I'm waiting for it to be over a pit and get hit with the iron boots. I'm just waiting for it. So, gotta kill the wolfos here. You'd think the game tricks you into thinking you gotta light all the torches. No, it's just kill the enemy, the chest appears. Triggers are odd. We are going to break the game a little bit here. There's this... We can't get into light trial, which is a problem because there's a whole bunch of chests just sitting there. So after we do spirit trial here, we're gonna go ahead and break that slightly. And we're just gonna... Well, we'll just get there in a moment. No, excuse me. Stop. This always gets me. You stun the Vimos, and immediately all the lag in the room here goes away. It's like that one
All
actor.
of these trials.
Yeah.
All of these trials have so many enemies and so many obstacles, by the way, and it would be a real shame if people were to to add some extra effects to all of these obstacles.
A real shame, huh? Yeah, that's exactly what it would be. So we actually we can get to the back of one of these and get these pots. I really don't even think about that. Is that gonna hit? Nope. The perfect spot right between the torch and the chest, or in the switch to miss. So back here, all the pots. Oh. Hey, another Triforce species. You know, 11's not bad. Kind of have to burn that web. That would help. You can barely align yourself here behind the torch to shoot through it. Well, come on, Lon. And then use that to break the web here instead of being able to use the fire arrows.
Yeah, big shout out to the way back in the 1.0 days of Ocarina of Time Rando, when you had to do all the trials, and I found out that was in logic to do that because fire arrows and that seed were actually in the boss key chest.
Oh, that doesn't show how long it's been since I've done that room. No one ever. We don't play with trials. What is that?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna get rid of that block in front of light trial. There's several different ways to do it, but we by walking in and out of the spirit trial here, the beams of light that usually power the barrier going up to Ganon, those actors still exist even when the beams aren't being shown. And every time we walk in and out, we're duping those beams, or we're duping those actors, and eventually it's just gonna overload and things are gonna happen. We're gonna walk in and out of here 19 times. So I think we're up to 10 at the moment. Sometimes it goes away faster. Just keeping an eye on that block in front of light trial over there.
There's a couple of different places you can do things like this as well. One of the more well-known ones is the grave at the top of the graveyard where you need Zelda's Lullaby. If you have Nocturne to get to the warp point, but you don't have Zelda's Lullaby to open the grave, you can just walk up and down those stairs. I think it changes based on some variables, but it's roughly 23 times.
It gets even weirder as child, because like if Dompe's there, if Dompe's not there, it affects how many times you have to do it.
But loading all of the scenery around Kakariko will eventually just delete the grave that usually gets deleted by Zelda's Lullaby.
If you do this too many times, it actually will start to reload actors that have been that have already been deloaded. So I'm wondering if we hit that point already. Because I feel like that thing should have despawned by now. You can see the game starting to chug as we go in and out. Because the lag is already hitting with so many things loaded. This is really being an issue. Okay. Come on, game. There we go. So, it's actually possible, there's a Zelda Lullaby trigger in here as well. It's possible to deload that trigger so that you can't play Zelda Lullaby and get that item. You can have you can also deload arrows. Arrows can't spawn if there's too many duped. Let's see, did we hit that? Okay, no, we didn't. But you just shoot nothing.
Yeah.
So about that. Key.
Rings.
Yeah. Fortunately, that's the only place you see keys in Ganon's castle.
Yeah, and also admittedly I'm not entirely sure what caused it, but I know I've done it before where I've deloaded that block, but also deloaded everything in Light Trial itself.
Yes.
You just walk in, it's empty, and it's like, oh, well.
Yeah.
It's not what I wanted.
It's just very odd to me when you can like I said, you can actually make the thing the Gold Gauntlet block respawn if you do things too many times. So, having to fight some Dino foes here. We need to get to the top of Ganon's tower for the moment. We're not gonna fight Ganon, but we need to get up there. Cause there's like 30 pots underneath the arena where you fight Ganon, and every single one of those will have an item in this mode. So we just got some kill rooms going on here. Quack, if you've got anything for us, now is a great time.
Yeah, I'd love to take final predictions from the couch and runner about how many Triforce pieces you think we're going to see by the 3-hour mark, as we got 45 minutes left here in this. I think while the rate of nonsense has slowed up, I think we've done a very effective job. So I'm sticking my under 15 by the 3-hour mark. What do Couch and Cubs? What do you think?
15 sounds about right. We haven't seen too many in a while. I think we're at 11. 15 sounds about right. I think we get there though.
All right.
Yeah,
well, I'll play the. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I think 15 was the estimate earlier, and I'm willing to stick with that for now. But you know, I'm hoping it doesn't get that far.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been a little bit down. I mean, we still don't have access to really the desert area, which has a lot of checks. I think if I remember correctly, we saw a hint like way back at the beginning of the seed about something about Requiem being an OT. So,
no, we have two. We already have two. I didn't actually see where the third stone was, so we might have access to that.
Simple way of the hero as well, I think.
So we've got a pretty equal mix of optimism and pessimism for that 15 Triforce piece prediction. And so if you want to be the change you wish to see in the world, the crowd control link remains pinned in that chat. And just as a reminder for the good people of chat, we are going to be working through Crowd Control's platform through the duration of this run, and then all of the money contributed to Crowd Control is going to be donated all at once by our lovely runner at the end of this run, so we can make our good progress towards that milestone. $1,250 total raised by the late afternoon tomorrow for a chance to interact with Multithon's very own Blue Path service dog, Thunder.
That's a great place for magic, by the way. Just hiding all the way up there at the top of Ganon's tower. Let me just say, so Yoshi, this is what you were asking for earlier. Shadow Temple.
Oh, Shadow Temple in Crowd Control is a blessing. There is so much fun that can be had here.
That is a word for it. Fun is absolutely a word for it. There's a lot of things that can just make you fall instantly. We do have to deal with Dead Hand, unfortunately, here at the beginning.
There are a lot of pitfalls. There's a lot of enemies. There's invisible blade traps. There's all kinds of things where people can... There's invisible links, apparently. There's all kinds of things where people can interfere with.
Apparently, Invisible Link can't jump slash. Just found that out. Because usually one jump slash gets you right to that read end. No, Invisible Link apparently... Oh.
Oh, what?
Yeah, the hook shot is... The tip is its own actor and just will stay there if you have Link invisible. Yeah, you can just see it as Link moves.
We're finding all the new custom sprays today. You've played as a cuckoo, you've played as a hook shot.
Hey! We have another piece. I think we can get 3 more. Okay.
Oh.
I guess you can get at least one.
I think we can get 2 more. Like, this is more pods. You don't think about these. You just run right past these. Flying pots, yes. Those have items.
What?
Yeah. Just all these things you never think about playing the game. All of a sudden, that's a thing. I don't know who cooked up Dead Hand, but
I love it.
this was
It's
a
such
choice.
good enemy design.
Yeah, I don't know where this Eldritch Horror came from, but this is absolutely an enemy that exists. And it's kind of out of place, because this game doesn't have mini-bosses. There's, like, the only mini-bosses in the game are Dead Hand and Big Octo in Shabu. So, I'm not sure why, it just feels very out of place, and how somebody came up with that, I will never understand.
Flare dancers count?
That's fair. I guess the adult dungeons do have mini bosses. The child ones, yeah. You don't see like the mini bosses that you traditionally get like from the 2D Zeldas, where they're very pronounced.
Although funny enough, this game literally has a mini boss that was a final boss in a 2D Zelda game because Dark Link exists.
Hey, we actually got that first try for once. Go figure. You usually spend the true spinner does not have equal odds for each of the 3 pulls that it can be. It's 4 out of 9, 3 out of 9, 2 out of 9 for some reason. So I really don't understand why they aren't all the same. It's very strange that they have different odds for actually being the correct pull that the true spinner has to face. You know what we don't have?
Yeah, I just realized.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Keep forgetting about these keyrings.
Earrings again.
We haven't seen too many so far, which is kind of interesting. We've only seen Kokiri's shop, I think, has the water one, but we haven't seen many. So, I mean, maybe if we're lucky, we get the shadow one right here. That's entirely possible. Nope, that's not happening. So, it's like, where are we going?
I can think of one good place that you didn't manage to go to yet. Which I guess might be where you're heading now.
Yeah. You know, that place I opened right at the beginning of the game
Yeah.
and said, hey, eventually we'll come back here. The well exists. We like to pretend it doesn't, but it exists. So, before we go there, this is one of the oddest NPCs to ever be placed in a video game. For some reason, there is a single Deku Scrub in Death Mountain Crater. Why this thing is here when, you know, it's wood and will explode. But can I make this jump?
I think you can. You might have to jump slash across.
Yeah. I was about to say, I feel like I should be able to make this jump. How this thing is here and doesn't blow up, I will never understand. Or burn up, excuse me.
Well, Well, he has a Goron tunic, obviously. I can't see it. I'm not
He's
sure
just
how.
got ice.
No, I'm not sure how that works, but
Yeah.
This is how it survives. It's just cooling itself down all the time.
Okay. I got nothing for that one. We're in a volcano, all the lava and fire, and we've got a bean made of wood freezing us. Video game logic at its finest.
What does that scrub actually sell in vanilla?
Bombs, I
I
think.
don't know now. Oh.
Yeah. Because that... Yeah, you can't get up there without the bomb bag. So I
Right, yeah.
think that's what it sells, if I remember right. So, the well. Oh, the well. It feels like it was the bane of every 8-year-old playing this game. Oh, hey, you're here.
Union time.
Dompe. Nope. Hey, you know what? I made money off of Dompe today. I'll take it.
actually, I think that guy right there might have been the bane of every 8-year-old's existence.
What? You don't like playing 1 in 16 for a heartbeat?
No, no, not really.
Yeah, that's They really made a choice with the digging game in this game. And it's even worse is waiting for Dompe to move around before you can actually dig.
Mm-hmm.
Taking actual minutes to move half a tile.
And that's even ignoring the fact that he's only out there for a very specific part of nighttime. So like you have to. I feel like it's almost luck in vanilla if you just run into a child in the first place.
It's also one of the few places in the game where you can lock yourself out of content in vanilla. It's fixed for rando, but in the vanilla game, if you spawn the heart piece from the digging game and then leave without picking it up, that's it, it's gone.
Well-coded video game, folks. So we picked up. You might remember we have 999 rupees at the moment. The vanilla game only allows you to have up to 500 with the Giant's Wallet, but for some reason they left in unused a larger wallet just sitting there in the code. So now we can hold up to 999. That is the first large chest I think we've seen in quite some time.
Been a while. The Longo's Cavern, I think, was the last one.
Yeah, we're not using not having the chest size match contents, only the textures. So yeah, I think you're right. Okay, you know what? That's what you get. You just get to murder yourself there, buddy. Yeah. With the size on, it'll make the chest large or small depending on what's in there, along with the texture. So it does create some sequence breaks in some areas that you can take advantage of, just by being able to stand on a slightly larger chest and jump across something. Why this key is here in the vanilla game? You have nothing pointing your way here. Like what? There's 2 freestanding keys in this entire game. That's one of them. The second is the pot and shadow. Those aren't a thing, and yet for some reason they decided in the well and in Shadow Temple we're gonna do that in this game. So what do we have here? Perfect.
Oh.
I can't use it. Perfect. We actually can't do anything with that at the moment. Because we can't get out to the desert. Not exactly what we were hoping from here. There's still a little more to be found here.
There's still a decent amount. There's pots in one of the dead ends in the basement, right?
Yes. Have to remember which one. But yeah, there's
I can't help
yeah.
on that.
So like I said earlier, with Dead Hand, it's it's the same enemy for both child and adult, but depending on the age you're in, he takes different amounts of damage. Like, from the Master Sword before, when I fought the first one, we did 2 jump slashes and a couple of magic spins. Those jump slashes, as adult, did 4 damage, but as child, they're only dealing 2. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
This is also the only enemy in the game, I think, where the Deku Sticks, do a different amount of damage to the Master Sword.
Well, it's, if you came in as adult and you equip swap Deku Sticks, it'll deal normal Master Sword damage. And that's where it's like, it just, why this one enemy is different based on age. Like, if you could get into this room as adult, that's what would happen. Or if you could get into the child one as, or the adult one as child. It's one of those odd things, odd decisions that are made. We got a couple things left here in the well. What do we have available left after this? There's not a whole lot. I guess we can go back to fire. We can go back into Ganon's castle. There's a couple pots.
There's Zora River with the bean pack you've got, plus the scrub. Not Zora River, sorry, Lake Hylia. With the beans and the scrubs.
Bean cellar, too.
Right, that too, yeah.
We're running out of spots here.
Yeah.
You don't have a key for this.
No, I don't. That chest absolutely won't have the item we need, right? 100%? There's no way that's what we need to move along in the scene?
No. The
Bean Cellar has the keys for the well.
honestly, thinking about the key rings, one of the ones that you saw made me think possibly water temples of play.
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh, God. Water temple, you can... So, when the pots were introduced, a setting was also introduced to shuffle all the items that the crates can drop. For some reason, Master Quest Water Temple has like 75 or 80 crates inside of it. So, if you turn on the pot and the crate shuffle there, it goes from like 5 items to close to 120. Master Quest is a thing that exists.
Water is normally like infamously bad in terms of number of checks, and suddenly Master Quest and crates just makes it.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that compares to it is the guardhouse in the market at that point.
Yeah. Guardhouse goes to like 40 something items. Up top of Ganon's castle goes to like 30. It's where they chose to put these large groups of things. It just turns areas huge. Yeah, the cow in Master Quest Jabu. The cows, because they use the cows on the walls as switches too. Oh, that's... we haven't done chickens. Chickens is a thing. Yeah. I don't know who came up with most of the things with Master Quest, but those are choices that I got nothing to explain for. So we've got a couple things here in River we can do. Sorry, go ahead.
I basically explained Master Quest as someone at Nintendo really wanted to make their own ROM hack of Ocarina Time. Yeah. That's what they came up with, I guess.
It's literally an official ROM hack. That's all it is. And yet, for some reason, they only made changes to the dungeons, and not to the world. So, Bean Seller, instead of selling 10 beans, has one item here for 60 rupees. Well worth it. That's exactly what we wanted to see.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
We haven't seen Hyrule Field or Lake yet. Maybe that has what we're needing to keep going to go through. We are coming up on the end of the showcase. I want to say there's close to 20-25 minutes left. I don't have the timer up in front of me. So if you've got coins or want to get coins, now might be the time.
Yep, just to make it official, we have just crossed into the final 27 minutes of this randomizer. So I'm feeling the race to 15. I'm feeling the race to 15 Triforce pieces between you and the good people of Crowd Control Central.
We need the Night 3 music from Majora's Mask when the countdown starts. We need that to start playing.
Oh my god, yes.
You can shuffle all of the music, all the sound effects. That is option. People will make custom music for this game in the Ocarina of Time sound font. There's just all sorts of things that you can do. Alright, so here's something that's been hiding on us. What have we here? Nothing. Perfect. Perfect.
They were hiding, you were right. It
Yes.
did take a long time for the ice traps to show up, but
Yeah, they absolutely they have. It's 4 or 5 in the last, like, what, half hour? I was expecting to see more, because it just, the setting that's on will just randomly add a bunch of ice traps to the pool, but I guess it rolled kind of low on that today, unfortunately.
threw them all into the spirit temple.
You might be right. I don't know if we're ever getting over there.
Unless you find a long shot, like, right now, I'm going to assume we're probably not.
We're running out of things that could send us over there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what could open up more at this point, and it's pretty much just find a long shot to go over there, or find Ruto's letter to get a song. That would be a pretty big one.
Yeah, that might lead to... well, yeah, if we think we saw Requiem on Ocarina of Time, I don't remember reading that hint. Okay, Shadow is our last... so if we find the Shadow key, then I guess we can get... the keyring, we guess we could get Requiem and finally get out there. So it's time for everybody's favorite thing to do in a Zelda game. Fishing. Everybody loves fishing, right? I assume from the total silence that everybody...
Yeah.
Yes, everybody agrees with me. Got it. Fishing.
This is also one of the other settings that was added fairly recently, where every fish in the pond is a different item check.
Yes. You can have to fish up... There's 10 to 15 fish in the pond. You could have to fish up every item, potentially.
Admittedly, I've not seen her play, but I've heard it's hilarious to, like, look in the pond and see a bunch of items, like, swimming around.
Oh, yeah, no. The one I said about doing recently with Brass Shuffle also had fish shuffled, and I was the person who ended up doing all of the fishing because we were kind of passing the controller around. And just watching the hover boots swim backwards in the pond is fantastic.
Oh, God. Looking forward to it. We have a new release planned for the near future, so see some of these things getting out of the dev branches and into the full randomizer is always kind of fun. We can't steal the rod. We have to give it back. Unfortunate. So I guess we have the scrubs over here. I really wish I'd gotten that scale now. But we have the scrubs. I'm trying to think what else. There's a little bit more back in Kokiri Forest. Now that I think about it. So there is a grave over here I guess we can go ahead and plant this for later. But there's a grave over here that... I would like to know the backstory behind whoever's grave this is. It's just sitting here. We know nothing about it. Why was somebody buried out here at the lake? Nothing in the lore about this. At the same time, not only why are they buried out here, why did somebody dig a cave underneath? Where does this come from? I
And
need answers.
These three shop owners just moved in instead.
How
Also,
did they get in here?
Why, and also, why is there an owl just sitting on the grave? Like, why does he just hang out there all day?
Also, playing with Scrubs Shuffled, that owl will steal you away. Like, the owl will
God.
kidnap you at some point where you, like, you talk to the owl and you go to move the grave and the owl just clips you slightly and that's it. You're off to Hyrule Field now.
Alright, so coming back through here, there's a few things we did not get the last time we came through because, well, the game decided it was going to crash on us. So we're going to try to grab some of those now. I'm trying to think. There...
I'm gonna suggest saving just in case you do get another overhead camera.
Good call. Somebody had to build the grave there. Okay, that was annoying. So, well, first let me get myself unturned around. These two scrubs are just sitting out here in front of the Deku Theater. They're just waiting for someone to come by. I mean, I don't know how long they've been there without a customer, but they're just waiting. No one ever stops in to see them because they're never turned on in races, or they're very rarely turned on races. We never get to see some of these areas. It's fun.
In terms of game lore as well, because the guy that you give Kajiro to comes into the Lost Woods and eventually gets Stalfost away.
Yeah.
So who are they selling to? It's only the Kakiri that can even go there.
Look, I've learned over the years, never ask a question you don't want answered.
There was a wall there.
Okay. Apparently you can ledge grab there.
Alright.
It was halfway out of bounds on accident.
Yeah. Now I know if I ever wanted to fall through the underneath the Lost Woods and just... I know how to do it.
I don't know that there's much useful there.
No, probably not, but...
I know there was a thing like that in Gerudo Valley that was like actually used for some speedrun route at one point, where you can like grab the ledge at the top of the waterfall to line yourself up, and then if you just like side hop off to the side, you'll just go through the floor and just void out and respawn at the top.
Oh lord. The Kokiri Forest Black Market, what would that even... What would that be? What would that entail?
What do they even sell there? It's just sticks and nuts, right?
I think so? I don't remember the last time I've gone there in the vanilla game, but that sounds right. Alright. So, we've got these keys for water. We can't actually go kill Morpha, but... Water temple.
Did get the iron boots and a hook shot very early.
I feel like in this scene everything is early.
Well, okay, true, yeah. You also got like 8 other things in the market, so
Yeah. That's part of the problem. There's 12... Yeah. We might actually find out that hookshot that is the way of the hero from Market. Those hints kind of don't mean much here, let's face it.
Yeah, the market hint was absolutely useless. Like, oh, there's an item you need in the market. Is it the hookshot, the bombs, the Din's fire, the...
Yeah.
Oh, the Din's got us a couple Triforce pieces, so that could be it. It just has to lead to one Triforce piece, and all of a sudden it's on the way of the hero.
True. I thought. I mean, I don't know. I legitimately thought you might have read 3 Market Wasps, which even then, if there's 2 things in there, that also doesn't help, because we'll just go through the list again and.
Yes. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no great way for us to get down to the lake right now. We just have to hoof it down here.
You can turn around and run, increase your speed.
Aha!
Yeah, crossing Harrowfield is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally you hope to have a horse or a song.
Yeah. It's times like this you miss, like, the Pegasus boots. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad they put this ladder here. It's. I don't think I ever found that ladder when I was a kid. I remember being shocked that that was there, that you could actually get to Lakefront Field. I didn't know that was a thing. So we got a couple things here. This guy. Meet Toucan Sam. Toucan Sam is evil. That little jerk just likes to dive bomb you the moment you start climbing. And he's incredibly accurate to get you right at the top of that ladder. Yeah.
People will always try to like sneak up there and like, oh, it's far enough away I can get in without getting hit. And no, you can't. Like, you can. It has happened. But
Yeah.
anytime someone thinks they can get away with it, they will get sniped at the top of the ladder. And in those situations, half the time they're getting thrown off the entire lab house, not just the ladder.
So, down there at the bottom of the lab down there, if you're underwater with the iron boots and use the hook shot, it puts Link in a state for 1 frame where the game considers him on the ground. So you can hook shot the box, take off the iron boots, and that counts as touching the floor for having dived all the way down. Weird things happen in this game.
I wonder if using the pacifist command stops you being able to cast the fishing rod.
I hope not. We'll be here for a while. You know, then we joke a lot about all the things that are on here. For a game made in 1998, the devs of Nintendo actually did a pretty darn good job of hiding all the brokenness. It's pretty hard to casually come across a lot of these glitches. So, it's just one of those things. You can do almost anything you want in this game. Okay, it's like I can't see the item. This is great. But they did a good job of hiding it all, so that you don't run into it in a casual, most of it as in a casual playthrough. Am I going the right direction? I think I am. But
There's water there, I guess?
as we pointed out, the mini-map lies. So there's a trick here you can do with the iron boots. Okay.
I didn't even consider that might happen.
Okay. So while we wait, there's a trick with the iron boots where if you go underwater and Z target, then take off the boots and put them back on, all of a sudden you can swim while wearing the iron boots instead of just dropping down. And it's actually faster than just normal swimming. For some reason, you can move faster with the iron boots on than with the iron boots off. So, I know we're getting a little close on time here. What are we at, about 20 minutes at the moment?
10 to 15.
Alright, so
Closer to 10.
what we can do is actually, I know we got a little off schedule earlier, so might be good to just call it here at the end of Water Temple. See what we can get done here, and then call it. So we'll just finish off Water Temple here. So if you've got any coins you want to use, now is the time. Really? There's a key ring here in water. So that
This is for Shadow then.
if this is for Shadow, I don't know that we even have time to do all of Shadow Temple, unfortunately.
No, absolutely not. But at least you know where the direction was for the seed.
Okay, the direction was go take a nap. Got it. Game? Game! I would like to move, thank you. Those manta rays were just dive bombing. So we've got some pots here. There's a lot. Thank you. So much for doing Water Temple. I guess we're going to Dark Link. I guess the people have spoken and we're going to Dark Link. Understood.
Seems like a perfect wrap-up point.
Sure does.
Wait, what?
Huh?
What? Okay.
What?
I guess were you hovering still? Is that what it was?
I don't know. I was standing on a platform. I don't know what platform it was, but I was standing on a platform. That was something. I got nothing for it. Yeah. This game does things.
You were literally just saying a minute ago about, like, for everything that happens in this game on a like, playing normally you wouldn't experience half of these things, but you can find fun and exciting new things every time you play.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we have the line, that's never happened before. We said the thing. So we're coming up here to Dark Link. There's kind of an homage to Dark Link's first appearance in Zelda 2, where there's kind of a cheese strat in Zelda 2 to just get in the corner and crouch and stab him to death. So the devs here made it that you can't stab. It just won't let you. Dark Link stops you and says no if you try and crouch stab him or try and hit him while crouched. It's kind of funny the way they took that cheese strat from Zelda 2 and built it back into here. Does anyone else see what's going on right now?
When is Dark Link's health decided?
I don't know, honestly.
So, to explain to people what's just happened here, Dark Link has as much health as you do. So if you go in with a maximum of 4 hearts, Dark Link will have 4 health, which is 2 Master Sword jump slashes.
I guess when the fight starts, because I think that was 5. That is a new one. I cannot say I've seen that before. So we can head down here into the... Wait, am I standing on top of it? Okay. If you're standing on top of it, it won't, it actually doesn't disappear. So I think we can just go through the river and, we can call it here at the... We can just see what's here in the river, and I think we can call it there. But, y'all have been amazing. Thank you so much, for everyone that has bought coins, that has participated in this. I can't thank you, just so thankful that people are just even wanting to hang around and just be around here. The generosity is great. I think we will call it there because I know we're a little bit behind. What? I'm a Moogle now, apparently.
Perfect.
Just Yoshi, see if you want to. Where can we find you? If you want to shout yourselves out before we get out of here.
Sure. In theory, on Twitch as Yoshi Kion. I don't really stream that much at the moment. I do mostly tournament organization stuff, so to some extent, the Ocarina of Time randomizer community as well.
Yeah, and twitch.tv/cfalcon7. I play more, actually, Zelda randomizers than just this one, and play a lot of them competitively, so that's where you can find me. Generally, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, and I am Cubsrule21. I part of the tournament organizing team, Ocarina Time. Come on by the Discord. We love to have you. We love to have people get involved with this. It's a whole lot of fun. There's plenty of different ways to play. So I just want to thank everybody for being here, for letting me go through the chaos that is crowd control for the last few hours. Y'all are amazing, and looking forward to the rest of the marathon. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Cubs, for that incredible Ocarina of Time crowd control rando showcase. And real quick, as we wrap up here, I just want to take a moment to shout out everyone who has contributed through the crowd control platform over the course of this run. So real quick, I'm just going to run down a list of names. Like we mentioned at the start, this is going to all be going towards Blue Path in the form of one donation from our amazing runner. So shout outs again to Cubsrule. Thank you so much. But real quickly, thank you to Tofile, Pro Pokenoob, Yoshi Kion, Broken Butt, A Tea Tree, Tempest Mask, Raichana, Chrono4111, Multithon, I know that name, and Aranho42. Thank you so much, everyone, for crowd controlling this run. We know we were trying something different with the crowd control platform, but know that it is not without our love and appreciation. And we hope you'll stick around as we continue on with some more Multithon in just a little bit.